Shabads 7 and 29 said Mangat Ram Ji's Vani or Divine Revelation in English. Introduction. This writer has difficulty understanding the profound teaching of Maharaji or Saint Mangat Ram Ji. He requests forgiveness for his mistakes. This writing is a paraphrase, not the literal translation of the original in Hindi. Shabad 7, line 1. प्रभु अपने की शरण पहचान, प्रभु अपने की शरण पहचान, मिथ्या भरम जाए गुमान, मिथ्या भरम जाए गुमान. Let the writer seek the Lord's refuge. Let his vanity and false delusion be dispelled. Comment. He should remove his delusion that he is the doer of his actions. He is a mere puppet in the hands of God, the puppeteer. Line 2. शुद्ध स्वरूप सदा निर्धार, शुद्ध स्वरूप सदा निर्धार, घट घट व्यापे सो निरंकार, घट घट व्यापे सो निरंकार. The immaculate and formless God pervades every being. He supports everything. Line 3. सकल देहि सरजीवत करी, सकल देहि सरजीवत करी, नाम ध्याओ पद निर्मल हरि, नाम ध्याओ पद निर्मल हरि. Let him meditate on the name of the Creator who infused life in this material body. Line 4. सकल जगत का सो प्रकाशी, सकल जगत का सो प्रकाशी, शब्द स्वरूप आदवनाशी, शब्द स्वरूप आदवनाशी. God, the imperishable word, bestows light to the entire universe. Line 5. नित्य ध्याओ नित सेवाधार, नित्य ध्याओ नित सेवाधार, मन मुख भरम जाए गुबार, मन मुख भरम जाए गुबार. The writer must meditate and serve him all the time. The suffering caused by his undisciplined and wild mind would end. Line 6. सोही मूल सरब का मीत, सोही मूल सरब का मीत, निर्मल चेत से गाये गीत, निर्मल चेत से गाये गीत. Let the writer hail God, the Word, the root of every being. Comment. With Maharaji's grace, the writer would realize the Word, the basis of every being. Line 7. भव दुस्तर अत कठिन कराल, भव दुस्तर अत कठिन कराल, अनमत जीव संकट नित भाल, अनमत जीव नित अनमत जीव संकट नित भाल, अनमत जीव संकट नित भाल. The ocean of this word is highly treacherous. The ignorant author faces a storm at every step. It is the home of disease, old age and death. Line 8. आशा तृष्णा में बंधाया, आशा तृष्णा में बंधाया, चार खानी में नित भर माया, चार खानी में नित भर माया. He is a hostage of his false hopes and desires. He wanders in different species from eternity. Comment. He is always living in the past or the future. He has regrets about the past and false hopes about the future. He is unable to live in the here and now. Line 9. गोविंद सिमर के होए निहाल, गोविंद सिमर के होए निहाल, बंधन नास माया का जाल, बंधन नास माया का जाल. Remembrance of God blesses him with ecstasy. The Lord destroys his fetters and the web of Maya or illusion. Comment. Saint Mangat Ram Ji would demolish the author's bondage and liberate him. Line 10. Sat tat shabad karo vichar, Sat tat shabad karo vichar, साचे मार्ग में नित पधार, साचे मार्ग में नित पधार. Let him reflect about the word, the true essence. He must always tread the true path. Comment. He should follow the teaching of Maharaji or Saint Mangat Ram Ji. Line 11. मानुष जन्म की कीमत ये ही, मानुष जन्म की कीमत ये ही, जो चित पावे सद शब्द स्नेही, जो चित पावे सत शब्द स्नेही. If his mind starts loving the word, then his human birth will be genuinely worthwhile. Line 12. पलक पलक में राखो ओट, पलक पलक में राखो ओट, मन मूरख को त्यागो खोट, मन मूरख को त्यागो खोट. He must seek the Lord's refuge every moment and remove the impurity of his wayward mind. Comment. He should chant the Maha Mantra all the time. Line 13. पाप कर्म त्यागो संताप, पाप कर्म त्यागो संताप, सतबानी हृदय में जाप, सतबानी हृदय में जाप. He must remove suffering caused by his deviations. He needs to contemplate the true Vani or divine revelation. Comment. He has defects of sensuality. He has defects of sensuality, anger, greed, attachment and egotism. He should study the divine Vani of Maharaji. Line 14. सुकृत जीवन पाओ विचार, सुकृत जीवन पाओ विचार, असत माया का तजो विकार, असत maya ka tajo vikar. He would live a sublime life by following the Guru's teaching. He should remove delusion of the false maya. Line 15. Paramanand Shabad Tat Booj, Paramanand Shabad Tat Booj, Akhand Avinashi Hirday Mein Sooj, Akhand Avinashi Hirday Mein Sooj. He would realize the supreme bliss of the imperishable word within. Line 16. Mite andhkar param dukhdai, mite andhkar param dukhdai, antargat sat shabad lakhai, antargat sat shabad lakhai. The word would eradicate the painful darkness within. Line 17. Sachi bhakti mele sukh sar, Sachi bhakti mele sukh sar, Pargat paye ghar mein nirankar, Pargat paye ghar mein nirankar. The writer would find the bliss of genuine devotion. The formless Lord would manifest himself in his body. Comment. Maharaji would bless him with fervent devotion and a vision of God. Line 18. Sat Swami jab mel milai, Sat Swami jab mel milai, दुर्मत छाया तब लीन समाई, दुर्मत छाया तब लीन समाई. The Son of Almighty would blaze within and all the darkness would vanish. Line 19. Eko ek sarab darsana, एको एक सरब दर्शाना, भरम त्याग भयो जीव निर्वाणा, भरम त्याग भयो जीव निर्वाणा. He would see God everywhere. The Creator would remove his delusion and liberate him. Line 20. Sat शबद की सेव से जाए दुर्मत का रोग, मंगत तत् पहचानिए, नित पाइए गुर संजोग. सत शबद की सेव से जाए दुर्मत का रोग, मंगत तत् पहचानिए, नित पाइए गुर संजोग. The word would eradicate all his oblivion. Saint Mangat Ram Ji says, fortune of finding a true Guru will reveal the truth. This is the end of Shabad 7. Shabad 29. Line 1. अधिक विकराल मन का दाओ, अधिक विकराल मन का दाओ, रैन दिवस में नित भरमाओ, रैन दिवस में नित भरमाओ. The writer's mind is very tricky and baffling. It leads him astray all the time. Line 2. भय भरम में रहे लवलीना, भय भरम में रहे लवलीना, संकल्प विकल्प में नित भर मीना, संकल्प विकल्प में नित भर मीना. It gets absorbed into fear and delusion. It strays into countless thoughts and concepts. Comment. His mind starts racing and causes him much worry, fear and agitation. Line 3. एक पलक नहीं शांत समाई, एक पलक नहीं शांत समाई, अधिक संपत्ति जो घर में पाई, अधिक संपत्ति जो घर में पाई. He might have a lot of money, but his mind cannot have peace even for a moment. Line 4. ग्रहण त्याग की धारी नित क्रिया, ग्रहण त्याग की धारी नित क्रिया, हरख शोक नित अंतर धरया, हरख शोक नित अंतर धरया. His mind is always absorbed in attraction and aversion, or raga and dvesha. He is either happy or sorrowful. Comment. He is happy when he has a profit. He is miserable when he has a loss. Line 5. जीवन आशा और लोभ विकारा, जीवन आशा और लोभ विकारा, पर निंद्या में नित मतवारा, पर निंद्या में नित matwara. He looks for happiness in external objects. He is greedy and enjoys slander. Line 6. अति गर्भ गरूर को धारी, अति गर्भ गरूर को धारी, अत विकार मन दुष्ट विचारी, अत विकार मन दुष्ट विचारी. He is arrogant and has many deviations. He has lust, wrath, greed, attachment and ego. Line 7. नित्य कुसंग में करे निवास, नित्य कुसंग में करे निवास, पाप कर्म की धारे फांस, पाप कर्म की धारे फांस. He likes bad company. He has noose of sins around his neck. Line 8. अधिक उपाय करे नित जिया, अधिक उपाय करे नित जिया, तो भी मन नहीं धीर लखिया, तो भी मन नहीं धीर लखिया. The writer tries his utmost, but his mind fails to experience peace. Line 9. बिना विवेक बिन सत्संग मीता, बिना विवेक बिन सत्संग मीता, कभू न मनुआ होए पुनीता, कभू न मनुआ होए पुनीता. His mind would not be purified without discrimination and satsang or holy association. Comment. He does not have discrimination that God is real and the word is unreal. He needs to live Saint Mangat Ram Ji's teaching. Line 10. मन मलीन अधिक दुखदाई, मन मलीन अधिक दुखदाई, बिना विचार ठौर नहीं पाई, बिना विचार ठौर नहीं पाई. His impure mind gives him much suffering. He cannot find peace without living the teaching of the Guru. Comment. He suffers greatly due to worry, fear, anger, resentment and attachment to his body. He needs to follow the teaching of Saint Mangat Ram Ji. Line 11. अंध विचार में नित गर सावे, अंध विचार में नित गर सावे, पाप भोग में नित भरमावे, पाप भोग में नित भरमावे. His mind gets absorbed into negative thinking. It strays him to the 5 deviations of lust, wrath, greed, attachment and egotism. Line 12. अपनी गफलत से पावे पीड़ा, अपनी गफलत से पावे पीड़ा, हाहाकार चित धरे घनेरा, हाहाकार चित धरे घनेरा. He suffers due to his carelessness. He wails due to his misery. Comment. He does not care to meditate or serve. He wastes his precious human life on trivial pursuits. Line 13. मिल सत्संग पाओ सत विचार, मिल सत्संग पाओ सत विचार, जिस विद मनुआ पावे सार, जिस विद मनुआ पावे सार. Let the writer attend satsang or holy association and listen attentively to the Guru's teaching. His mind should orient itself to the Lord, the truth. Comment. He needs to pay attention to the teaching of Saint Mangat Ram Ji. Line 14. नित्य स्वरूप का सुनो प्रसंग, नित्य स्वरूप का सुनो प्रसंग, सत्य विचार का धारो रंग, सत्य विचार का धारो रंग. He needs to hear the teaching about the eternal Lord and become dyed into the color of Lord. Comment. Saint Mangat Ram Ji would dye him in the love of the Lord. Comment. Saint Mangat Ram Ji would dye him in the love of the Almighty. पूरन जतन राखो चित माही, पूरन जतन राखो चित माही, दृढ़ विश्वास सतनाम ध्याई, दृढ़ विश्वास सतनाम ध्याई. He needs to strive his utmost to remember God. Comment. Remembering the Lord is a perfect effort. It would lead to complete appeasement of his thirst for countless lives. Line 16. प्रेम साहब का मैल सब धोवे, प्रेम साहब का मैल सब धोवे, अंतर चित जो गुनी परोवे, अंतर चेत जो गुनी परोवे. Love of God would wash away his filth of lust, wrath, greed, attachment and egotism. Only a rare gifted person strives to remember the Lord. Comment. An ordinary person continues to wallow in the filth of the 5 deviations of lust, wrath, greed, attachment and egotism. He does not even know his wrong. Line 17. अधिक विचार करो जग रचना, अधिक विचार करो जग रचना, बिन भगवंत सुकल है सुपना, बिन भगवंत सकल है सुपना. The writer should reflect deeply on this word. It is unreal, like a dream. Only God is real. Line 18. सकल मनोरथ भरम की टाटी, सकल मनोरथ भरम की टाटी, अंध गुबार चित लीन समाती, अंध गुबार चित लीन समाती. All his desires are delusional. He is absorbed into a mindless plume of dust. Comment. He deludes that satisfying his worldly desires will give him lasting happiness. They only lead him to misery. Line 19. बिन प्रभ भगत नहीं पावे विश्रामा, बिन प्रभ भगत नहीं पावे विश्रामा, कर्म संजोग धारे दुख जामा, कर्म संजोग धारे दुख जामा. The writer would not find peace without devotion to the Almighty. Without dedication to God, his actions would only cause anguish. Line 20. माया के अंधकार में जीव गवन नित पाए, मंगत धार सयानप नित प्यासा जाए. माया के अंधकार में जीव गवन नित पाए, मंगत धार सयानफ नित प्यासा जाए. The writer will continue to go through the recurrent births and deaths if he does not remove his ignorance. Saint Mangat Ram Ji says his self-reliance would only lead to pain and misery. He needs to surrender to the Guru. That concludes Shabad 29.